Welcome, history enthusiasts and curious minds, to another episode of our deep dives into the annals of history. Today, we unravel the remarkable story of the Nizam of Hyderabad, a figure that looms large in the historic tapestry of Deccan India. The Nizam's rule was a fascinating era, an amalgamation of power, culture, and transformation, and their influence continues to echo in the modern world. In this comprehensive exploration, we'll delve into the origins and rise of the Nizam dynasty, their groundbreaking reforms, and the architectural marvels they patronized. We'll also shed light on the role of the princely state of Hyderabad during India's struggle for independence, and the Nizam's enduring legacy and influence. Furthermore, we'll address the challenges and controversies that punctuated their rule, providing a balanced perspective on their historical footprint. So buckle up as we journey back in time to the Deccan Plateau, to the reign of the Nizams of Hyderabad. The story of the Nizams begins in the 18th century, in a region rich with history and culture, a time when the Indian subcontinent was a mosaic of princely states, kingdoms, and empires. Among these, a new power was emerging in the Deccan region, the Nizam of Hyderabad. The origin of the Nizam dynasty traces back to Nizam-ul-Mulk, a distinguished statesman under the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb. After the emperor's death, he was appointed as the Subadar, or governor of the Deccan region. This marked the beginning of a dynasty that would shape the political landscape of Deccan India for over 2 centuries. The Nizam's rule was characterized by a delicate balance of power and diplomacy. As the Mughal Empire weakened, the Nizams managed to maintain their autonomy by astutely navigating the complex web of relationships with other regional powers and the emerging East India Company. The Nizams established Hyderabad as their capital, a city that would flourish under their rule. Through strategic alliances and military victories, they expanded their territory, making Hyderabad one of the most significant princely states in India. However, their rise to power was not without challenges. The Nizams faced internal disputes, external threats, and the ever-changing dynamics of power in the Indian subcontinent. Yet they managed to hold their ground, leaving a lasting imprint on the history of Deccan India. They were not just rulers, they were also visionaries. They understood the importance of modern administration and laid the foundations for a well-structured government. Their rule saw the introduction of a modern judiciary, police system, and public infrastructure, elements of which continue to be part of Hyderabad's governance today. The Nizam story is one of resilience, strategic acumen, and a deep understanding of the complexities of power. Their rise from governors to monarchs is a testament to their political sagacity and their ability to adapt to changing circumstances. Their rise marked a significant turning point in the history of Deccan India. Once in power, the Nizams implemented a series of governance and administrative reforms. Their rule, spanning over 2 centuries, was marked by a remarkable push towards modernization and progress. The Nizam's governance was characterized by a unique blend of tradition and innovation. They presided over a complex administrative structure that was deeply rooted in the customs of the Deccan. Yet they were not averse to adopting new ideas and practices. This adaptability was a significant factor in their ability to maintain power for such an extended period. One of the most significant reforms under the Nizams was the introduction of a modern system of public administration. They established a centralized bureaucracy, introduced new departments, and implemented a system of checks and balances to ensure efficiency and accountability. This reform laid the groundwork for a more structured and efficient administration, paving the way for the state's development. The Nizams also made substantial contributions to infrastructure and public services. They initiated various public works projects, including the construction of roads, bridges, and irrigation systems. They also prioritized education and healthcare, establishing numerous schools, colleges, and hospitals throughout the state. Such initiatives played a crucial role in enhancing the quality of life for the people of Hyderabad. Moreover, the Nizams were known for their progressive stance on social issues. They implemented several reforms aimed at promoting social justice, including measures to protect the rights of women and the underprivileged. These reforms were a testament to the Nizam's commitment to creating a more equitable society. In the realm of finance, the Nizams implemented reforms to streamline taxation and enhance revenue collection. They introduced a more equitable tax system and established a state bank to manage public finances. These measures played a significant role in bolstering the state's economy. The Nizam's rule brought about significant changes, shaping the state of Hyderabad into a modern entity. Their governance and reforms continue to impact the region, underscoring the enduring legacy of their rule. The Nizams were not just rulers but also patrons of art, culture, and architecture. This statement encapsulates a significant aspect of their reign, one that has left an indelible mark on the city of Hyderabad. The Nizams had an insatiable appetite for beauty, manifested through their generous patronage of arts and crafts. Their court was a hub of creativity, attracting artisans, poets, musicians, and scholars from far and wide. Consequently, the Deccan region experienced a cultural renaissance under their rule, becoming a melting pot of diverse artistic traditions. But the Nizam's cultural patronage was not confined to the arts alone. They held an equally passionate fondness for architecture, commissioning a plethora of magnificent structures that still stand tall today. These architectural marvels, each a testament to the Nizam's refined aesthetic sensibilities, are a blend of various architectural styles. They amalgamate Persian, Rajasthani, Mughal and European influences, resulting in a unique Deccani architectural style that is as captivating as it is diverse. One of the most famous examples is the Chowmahala Palace, a breathtaking complex that served as the Nizam's official residence. The palace, with its ornate decorations and exquisite craftsmanship, is a monument to the Nizam's love for grandeur and elegance. Equally noteworthy is the Charminar, an iconic structure that has become synonymous with Hyderabad. This four-towered monument, built to commemorate the end of a plague, showcases the Nizam's penchant for blending functionality with aesthetic appeal. Yet another architectural marvel is the Falaknuma Palace, a splendid edifice that once hosted royalty and dignitaries from across the globe. This palace, now a luxury hotel, continues to exude the opulence and charm that defined the Nizam era. In essence, the Nizam's reign was a golden period for Hyderabad's cultural and architectural landscape. Their patronage of arts, culture, and architecture was instrumental in fostering a vibrant cultural milieu that still resonates in the city's ethos. As we walk the streets of Hyderabad today, we're constantly reminded of their profound influence. Their patronage left a lasting imprint on the cultural landscape of Hyderabad. The Nizam's reign didn't exist in isolation but was part of the larger narrative of India's struggle for independence. As we delve into this chapter, it's essential to understand that the Hyderabad state under the Nizams was one of the largest and most prosperous princely states of British India. During the Indian independence movement, the Nizam's Hyderabad state was a unique entity. While the rest of India was caught in the throes of a burgeoning revolution, the Nizams maintained a delicate balance of power, trying to safeguard their sovereignty against the rising tide of nationalism. However, as the clock ticked towards the midnight hour of August 15, 1947, the day India would finally shake off the chains of colonial rule, the Hyderabad state found itself at a crossroads. The Nizam, Osman Ali Khan, aspired to maintain Hyderabad as an independent state within the British Commonwealth. This idea, however, was not in sync with the Indian leadership's vision for a unified nation. In the aftermath of independence, the Indian government launched Operation Polo in September 1948, a military action that resulted in the annexation of Hyderabad state into the Indian Union. The operation lasted for 5 days, marking the end of the Nizam's rule. Osman Ali Khan, the last Nizam, was made the Raj Pramukh, a position akin to a governor of the Hyderabad state, and he held this position until 1956, when the states were reorganized along linguistic lines. The integration of Hyderabad into independent India was not just a political act. It symbolized the end of an era, the transition from princely rule to a democratic framework, and the merging of diverse cultures and histories into the tapestry of a new nation. The Nizam's rule and Hyderabad's integration into India marked the end of an era. This chapter, though fraught with complexities, serves as a testament to the tumultuous times that shaped modern India, echoing the resilience and adaptability of its people in the face of sweeping change. Despite the end of their rule, the Nizam's influence on Hyderabad is still palpable. The city, often referred to as the City of Pearls, owes much of its cultural richness to the Nizams. Their reign, spanning over 2 centuries, has left an indelible mark on the city's landscape, culture, and ethos. The architectural grandeur of Hyderabad is a testament to the Nizam's love for arts and culture. Monuments such as the iconic Charminar, the magnificent Chowmahala Palace, and the regal Falaknuma Palace stand tall, narrating the tales of the city's glorious past. These structures, exuding an aura of royal charm and elegance, echo the Nizam's aesthetic sensibilities and their penchant for architectural excellence. Yet the Nizam's legacy extends beyond bricks and mortar. They transformed Hyderabad into a cosmopolitan hub, fostering a diverse and vibrant cultural fabric. Their patronage of arts, literature, and music resulted in a cultural renaissance, making Hyderabad a melting pot of traditions and cultures. The Nizam's rule also witnessed significant advancements in infrastructure and public services. They established numerous educational institutions, hospitals, and libraries, many of which continue to serve the city's populace. Their vision for a progressive state led to the establishment of the Hyderabad State Bank, the precursor to today's State Bank of Hyderabad. Furthermore, the Nizam's influence can be savored in the city's culinary scene. The Hyderabadi biryani, a gastronomic delight known globally, is a culinary inheritance from the Nizams. Their kitchens, renowned for their exotic and delectable dishes, introduced the world to the unique flavors of Deccani cuisine. In essence, the Nizam's influence is woven into the very fabric of Hyderabad. Their rule, though not without its share of controversies, has significantly shaped the city's identity. From architecture to cuisine, from public infrastructure to cultural ethos, the Nizam's legacy is omnipresent in Hyderabad. As we wander through the city's bustling streets, explore its architectural marvels, or relish its culinary delights, the Nizam's legacy comes alive. It resonates in every nook and corner, reminding us of a bygone era of grandeur and splendor. The legacy of the Nizams continues to shape the city of Hyderabad. However, like any historical narrative, the Nizam's reign was not without its challenges and controversies. A reign as long and influential as theirs was bound to face its share of hurdles, and indeed it did. One of the most significant challenges during the Nizam rule was the socio-economic disparity. The Nizams were known for their opulence, with a legacy of wealth that made them among the richest in the world. Yet, beneath this glittering surface, the common people often lived in poverty. This stark contrast led to discontent and agitation among the masses, which periodically erupted into revolts and rebellions. Alongside this, the Nizam's reign was marked by instances of religious and communal tension. Hyderabad, under their rule, was a melting pot of various cultures and religions. While this diversity was a strength, it also led to occasional conflicts fueled by the politics of the time. Moreover, the Nizam's decision to remain independent at the time of India's independence was a major controversy. It was a period of political turmoil, with negotiations, standoffs, and eventually military intervention, famously known as Operation Polo, leading to the integration of Hyderabad into the Indian Union. These challenges and controversies, while significant, do not diminish the Nizam's contributions to Hyderabad and Deccan India. They are but a part of the larger historical narrative, providing a more nuanced understanding of this period. It's crucial to remember that history is complex, and it's often seen through different lenses based on one's perspective. It's equally important to note that the Nizam's rule also brought about significant developments in infrastructure, education, and arts, which shaped the identity and culture of Hyderabad. Their legacy is still visible in the city's architecture, its cultural heritage, and the pride of its people. So, while it's true that the Nizam's rule had its share of challenges and controversies, it's also evident that their reign left an indelible mark on Deccan India. They were a product of their times, navigating the complexities of power, politics, and society to carve out a legacy that continues to echo through the ages. Despite these controversies, the Nizam's impact on Hyderabad and Deccan India remains significant. So, we've journeyed through the reign of the Nizams, exploring their rise, rule, and lasting influence. We've delved into their origins, their unparalleled governance, and the invaluable contributions they made to the Deccan region. We've seen how they shaped the cultural and architectural landscape of Hyderabad, leaving a legacy that can still be felt today. We've also looked at the role of the Hyderabad state during India's struggle for independence and its eventual integration into the nation. The Nizam's rule wasn't without its challenges and controversies, but it's an integral part of India's rich tapestry, a chapter worth understanding and appreciating. The story of the Nizams is a fascinating one, teeming with lessons and insights. It encourages us to dig deeper, to question, to explore. It beckons us to engage with history because understanding our past can surely illuminate our present and future. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the history of the Nizams, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more captivating insights into Indian history and cultural heritage. Until next time, keep exploring history.